60% shooting night.
He's only missed 3 free throws this season. There's the fall away by Olajuwon, the old drop step that Guy B. Lewis taught him at the University of Houston. He's taken it to another level, however. 15-10. There's Mutombo, double team over to Reggie Williams. Good pass, good pass.
See, that's what the great centers are doing today. They're receiving that ball, and they immediately look weak side.
There's Akeem with a jump hook. It rolls across the iron, and Akeem tries to get it back. Ellis with those good, strong hands.
That move was so quick and so good, it surprised him. He lost control of the ball, Bill.
And Maxwell with a steal. Maxwell out to Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith has got to beat Raouf, and he does. (17-12) Houston. There you see the time remaining, almost 5 minutes left in the first period. Stiff is open, has the easy shot for 2.
Well, I tell you what, that's great concentration. He was able to get Vernon in the air, past him. Olajuwon showed. Stiff never even saw him coming.
Rockets almost drafted Brian Stiff. They're going to call a backcourt violation. I thought maybe they hit the ball, but they didn't. Vernon lost the ball, and so Denver will get it back. And now we'll have some substitutions as Tom Hammonds will check in, along with Robert Pack. And Pack is quick as a hiccup. He can fly.
And he's strong.
Yeah.
At his size, he'll take a guard inside and jump over him.
He's a real find. I don't know why nobody drafted him out of USC, but they know about him now. And a foul is called. Hammonds never really had control of the ball, but he was fouled by Hakeem Olajuwon. 47-45, and we've got to hurry up and get this halftime over with. Murphy's visiting with everybody in the summit here tonight, and I think he's going to try to spare us a couple of minutes to talk about that first half. Calvin, I look over at Akeem, and he has 16 points. He's 8 of 17, however. He's taken most of the shots, and the Rockets have just had trouble getting everybody involved.
But what's happening is the defense of the Nuggets has been actually very good. They're playing Olajuwon by simply allowing him to take his move and not try to block the shot. Just try to keep him from getting a good look at it. And then defensively, from the weak side up, they're playing the passing lanes.
Yeah, what they've been able to do now is shut everybody else down,
right.
Especially Vernon Maxwell, huh? And keeping it quiet for Houston offensively.
And the Rockets are going to have to make one major adjustment. They're going to have to move the ball around the perimeter just a little quicker.
Okay, here is tonight's Discover Card trivia question, and it is, which Rocket pulled down the most offensive rebounds in one game? Discover the answer when we come back. The answer to our trivia question is Moses Malone, and he had 15 offensive rebounds against the Bullets in the 1977 season. This trivia question has been brought to you by Discover Card. It pays to discover the card that pays you back. Well, this Saturday, the Rockets will spend Christmas Day battling the Phoenix Suns. So stay with us, fans. Up next, we'll meet the All-Star guard who has helped turn the Phoenix Suns into one of the league's most exciting teams. We're at halftime here in the Summit, where the Rockets lead the Nuggets by only 2. You're watching Houston Rockets basketball on HSE. Up out of backcourt. He finds Marley. He goes in for a thunder dance.
I think we play basketball like everybody wants to play.
All the way, Marley back the other way. Touchdown, Barkley to Marley.
I get out and run and shoot the first open shot we have.
Coming down the left side.
That's
inside.
a great pass.
Oh, Marley. Beautiful pass. Barkley spotted Marley right underneath.
Let it go from 3 if you're available.
Back to Marley. He says, I'll take another 3. Suzanne!
Our focus is going out and attacking the basket and trying to get as many points on the board as we can. And I think that's the best way to play basketball as far as having fun, and everybody loves to do that.
There's another steal by Dan Marley. Marley steals the ball behind the back of the dribble. Take it inside and score.
The Suns fans have embraced Marley's whirlwind style of play, but it wasn't love at first sight.
The Phoenix Suns select Dan Marley of Central Michigan University.
I cannot help how you feel. All I can tell you is this: we couldn't be happier, and I think you people will be sorry that you ever booed this young man.
It's didn't take Majerle long to win over the fans. Playing with a reckless abandon and all-out hustle that's become his trademark, he's been adopted by Phoenix as a favorite son.
Suns come the other way, blocked by Griffin. Majerle gets it back and scores.
I think it's just my work ethic, the way I play basketball. I think that's the main reason they see me out there working hard every night, giving 100%, and I think fans can really relate to that.
Each season, Dan has found new ways to make opponents pay.
Dan Majerle with a sixth three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock for 3. Got it! Big shot by Majerle. Majerle to throw it in. To Barkley, right back to Dan for 3. Oh, he got it at the buzzer.
Thunder Dan's newest weapon is the three-point bomb, which he's learned to hit with deadly accuracy.
Majerle looking for that 3. Dan Majerle for 3.
I think it's always been in me, definitely. I've always wanted to shoot it. Coach Westphal has done a fantastic job of giving us the green light to shoot them, and that makes a big difference when you're out there knowing that the coach has got enough confidence in you to shoot the ball.
And Majerle rewarded Westphal's confidence with a record-breaking performance in Game 5 of the 1993 Western Conference Finals.
Majerle way outside. And that's what happens when you got your game on. They're all saying, go, Dan, do it again. Danny Ainge to Majerle. Can he hit another? My, Dan Majerle. A new NBA record. 8 trays for Majerle.
To be a part of this community and be a part of a team that's been so successful, it's better than any dream that I've ever had. I don't think I could have wrote a script and had it turn out better than it has for me.
Portions of tonight's game are brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It's just plain smart. Rockets lead it, but only by 2 points. And boy, Calvin Murphy, one stat jumped out at me when I looked at the first half stats. They have really beaten Houston on the boards, Denver has.
Yeah, well, Denver's gotten themselves an opportunity to get up and down the floor and get themselves some second chance at the basket. Mutombo's gotten a couple offensive rebounds. They've just been a little more aggressive than the Rockets need to have them be.
And the Houston guards are being outscored by Denver by 11 points, and that can't happen. You've got to get them involved.
Yeah, this is very true. The one thing the Rocket guards have got to do, they've got to look for more opportunities to score. They just can't come down and set it up. They've got to become a threat this second half.
All right, you usually have a pretty good ear into the locker room. What's your second half strategy? It's brought to everybody by Southwest Airlines.
Well, the Rockets have got to stop their run, and the way you do that is show transition defense, and then that'll make them walk the ball up just a little more. They've got to help the helper. That simply means that when one guy breaks free and somebody goes to pick him up, that man that is free has got to be guarded also. The bench has got to become more aggressive. They've been outplayed the first half, which is very unusual for them, and the ball movement is on the perimeter, one more pass, then inside to get Otis Thorpe involved.
We'll be back in a moment to take a look at the stats and the scores from around the NBA, all right after this. Rockets lead it by 2 here at halftime. Let's take a look at the first half stats. And it shows both teams shooting very poorly. And in three-pointers, only one has been made, and that's by Houston. In the free throws, and Robert Horry made that one. Free throws, not a lot of points from the line. The bench for Denver has done a better job. Second chance points is helping out Denver in the rebounding. All right, this scoreboard update is brought to you by Gatorade. As we look around the rest of the NBA, New York has defeated Atlanta 84-75 in a very low-scoring game. And it's Miami whipping up on the Los Angeles Lakers in the fourth period. Charlotte is up on Boston, also playing in the fourth. Cleveland has defeated Milwaukee 107-88. It's Chicago. How about those Bulls? They have really come on strong, and they are leading Detroit in the fourth period. And it's Orlando up on New Jersey by a bunch, also in the fourth quarter. Dallas and Minnesota. Dallas has a 10-point lead. Utah up by 2 over San Antonio at the half. And the big one, Phoenix at Seattle, coming later tonight. We'll try to have more finals for you on our Gatorade scoreboard after tonight's game. Back to live action to start the second half. And Calvin always likes to say, let's see how you come out of the gate in the second half. And Reggie Williams comes out shooting.
The Denver team has played fairly well on the perimeter, on the outside game. You've got to change up now and make him do some other things. Make him put the ball on the floor and then perhaps trap and get some help from the opposite side.
Hakeem having trouble. He got caught in traffic down in the lane. Back outside, Robert Horry has plenty of time. He's short on the shot, and Hakeem runs it down. And it's off the foot of Williams. Hakeem's getting pretty good at that. He goes in the air, hangs in the air, and is able to throw the ball off somebody's leg, and he did it this time.
Well, he did a nice job just hustling to get the ball, and he was going out of bounds, and that's the only thing you can do.
Williams turning around. He knew the ball was coming.
The Rockets have got to pick up the tempo. They can't be afraid to be a little aggressive. And most times when you're not being aggressive, it's because you don't want to commit fouls. Don't worry about that.
We talked about a possible hangover after that San Antonio game. It was so emotional. Rockets look a little slow. Robert Horry, bounce pass to Otis for two. Beautiful reverse English on that ball. Otis Thorpe put it off the glass.
That was too difficult of a shot. Robert Horry had the better look. Otis Thorpe finished the play off, but Robert needs to get as many good opportunities as he can to get involved.
Mutombo has to come out high, and now Reggie Williams will try to get around Robert Horry. Good defense by Robert in the corner, however, for Bryant Stith for two. So Denver has come out shooting very well, and they're getting some good looks.
Yeah, there's the problem. Exactly, Bill. They're getting too good of a look at that basket, and they're shooting the ball a little better than they did, the first half at 40%. But don't give them a chance to have those kind of opportunities.
And a pass picked off by LaFonso Ellis. Bounce pass to Reggie Williams, lays it up for two, and Denver has taken the lead by two.
This crowd is getting restless. They want themselves to have a chance to tie for a championship, for a record.
Robert Horry puts it up for two. Now, it's obvious they are ignoring Robert Horry. They don't think he wants to shoot, and so they're going to leave him alone.
Well, this is what I said in the first half. They are ignoring him. They're coming off to help wherever he is, and he's got to make them pay for that disrespect.
Bryant Stith puts it up for two more over Maxwell. Well, Denver now has hit its first four shots to start the second half and leads it 53-51. Vernon has the pass deflected. Olajuwon saves it. Kenny Smith from the corner. It rattles, and Otis tips it, but he tips it to Ellis. Quick outlet pass. Ellis gets it right back, and he lays it up for two more. And Denver is absolutely running the Rockets right into the ground.
Well, because the Rockets are not putting the ball in the basket, that's giving the Denver team an opportunity to run.
Olajuwon with a spin move, and the ball ends up in the hands of Robert Horry. He has it knocked away. Here's another turnover.
He needs to shoot the ball. He had a good look at the basket, and he refused to take the shot, Bill.
Abdul Rauf from the outside, and finally Denver misses. 55-51. Rockets trail by four. Down to Hakeem, working on Mutombo. A little fadeaway by Olajuwon.
But, Bill, they can't depend on that particular move with any regularity this game because of the defense they're playing against him. The rest of the team on the floor, the other four players, have got to get an opportunity to get themselves a score.
Nobody picked up Abdul Rauf. Good job of keeping his dribble alive. Took a pick, and he was able to put it up and in. That's 12 points. 10 for Stith, 11 for Ellis. 57-53 Nuggets. 8:15 left to play in the third quarter. Otis gets it stolen by Reggie Williams. He didn't go get the ball, and Reggie did.
Lackadaisical play on the part of the Rockets. He needs a 20-second timeout call, and that's what Rudy does.
Well, the crowd's not involved because the Rockets won't get them involved. They're going to have to do it themselves. And Denver looks like it's got upset on its mind. This young team got a big boost by just absolutely clobbering Phoenix a couple of nights ago by 25 points, and they're ready to win this game. This player profile is sponsored by Schick. Schick is changing the face of shaving. And Vernon Maxwell sold to Houston for $50,000. Great deal by Steve Patterson, as that was the steal of the century, getting Vernon down here. But tonight, Vernon struggling. 3 of 9 from the field, 7 points. Denver is on an 8-2 run in the last 2 minutes.
Well, let's take a look at what the Denver Nuggets are doing to get themselves in the lead. They're just simply playing the passing lane, stealing the ball, getting themselves some opportunity, easy layups. How many times do we have to say this?
All right, trying to post up Otis. He's got Ellis on his hip. Otis takes it to the middle, puts it up. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Now, Otis shot the ball fairly well in the first half, Bill. He was 4 for 5. That tells me right there that he wasn't getting enough involvement in what they're trying to do. He's doing a fairly decent job defensively, but he, with Olajuwon being surrounded the way he is or being played the way he is, he needs to be the primary target for a while.
Well, they're going to say he wasn't in the act of shooting, that he was fouled while he was still on the floor. So Otis will not get the free throws. So he'll go back inside, and again, the hook shot for 2 more. You're right. He's hot. He's hitting that little turnaround. He has missed only 1 shot, 6 of 7 from the field for Otis Thorpe. 14 points, 59-55. Now the Rockets have to play some defense. Reggie Williams is wide open for a 3.
He's been looking to hit that 3 all game. He's had 4 or 5 of them, and that's the best look he had.
I'm telling you what, too, he is a good 3-point shooter. That's the 18th of the season for Reggie. Robert Horry from the outside. He misses. Olajuwon knocks the ball out of bounds. Well, Robert Horry 3 for 8. He doesn't look like he's shooting with any confidence. And now this is the largest lead of the game for Denver. And a foul is whistled inside. And it's called on Vernon Maxwell.
Bill, you couldn't say that any better about Robert. The shot that he just took showed that the confidence level is low. He didn't stroke that ball at all. He just found himself open and got the ball up at the basket. Now, he's a much better shooter than that.
Vernon going for the steal on Bryant Stith. He gets it over to Robert Horry. Rockets now has some defense. See if they can turn it into offense as they trail here, 62-55. Hakeem taking it to the middle, and he was hammered on the play, and the ball ends up in the hands of Denver. Quickly to Reggie Williams. Little reversal won't go. Otis with a loose ball foul. Timeout is charged to Houston with 6:45 left to play in the 3rd period. And right now, the young Denver Nuggets look like they're headed for the upset of the season. Portions of tonight's game are brought to you by AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. And by Head & Shoulders and Head & Shoulders 2-in-1 turns dandruff problems into great-looking hair. 6:45 left to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Rockets trail it. And a 5-second violation. Great defense by Houston, and now the Rockets need to feed off that defense and get back in this game. Quickly to Olajuwon. He's down with a jump hook for 2.
So many times the defense igniting the offense. The Rockets did a nice job coming out of that timeout with a little more aggressiveness in their play.
And it's kicked out of bounds by Williams. Robert Horry created the turnover. All right, now the crowd senses something happening. The Rockets have to get this crowd involved, and that means by getting a little quicker, playing a little harder. Robert Horry takes it down to Otis Thorpe. Otis takes it to the middle, puts it up off the glass, and he's hammered. And Otis will shoot 2.
2 things have happened. The Rockets obviously have taken their defense another level. Offensively, they're spreading the floor, and they're taking the ball away from Olajuwon. If they don't get a good look initially, they swing it to that weak side, that one pass we needed to go inside.
That was the 4th foul on LaFonso Ellis. So he's had a little trouble guarding the much stronger Otis Thorpe down low, and Tom Hammonds will check in a moment. That's what's going on here in the 3rd period. But the Nuggets are certainly getting the job done, and Otis will have another free throw. Here comes Hammonds, and out goes Ellis. Ellis with 11 points and 10 rebounds. So a nifty little double-double for Mr. Ellis. And Otis gets one.
Double, huh?
Yep. 62-58.
It doesn't come any better than that.
Boy.
That's just individual ability to handle that ball.
14 points. Picked by Thorpe for Kenny Smith. Kenny passes off to Hakeem, and he's fouled by Reggie Williams. So Hakeem will shoot 2. That is a foul on Reggie. That is also the 3rd team foul on the Nuggets.
Kenny does a nice job penetrating. He does a nice job penetrating, but every now and then when he gets 2 inches from the basket, he's got to put himself in a position to score.